Okay, welcome on my podcast. Welcome on my YouTube channel. Right. So, when it comes to the country of Zimbabwe, there's another part of the world, there's another part of the country that they call Matabeleland North Province, Matabeleland South Province, or in general, Matabeleland region. So, in that Matabeleland region, as I talk to you now, there's a national road project, national infrastructure road project that is being done or carried out by the government of Zimbabwe via or through the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development, led or headed by a man called Mr. Felix Mona. So they are building this road, constructing this road, engineering this road, or in other terms, let me say, they are rehabilitating this road, starting all the way from the statue of Dr. Joshua Ngomo in Bulawayo Town Center, Bulawayo City Center, and going all the way to Victoria Falls. But there was a debate in Parliament last week. There was a hot debate in National Assembly of Zimbabwe last week in this country, in this nation, whereby Wange East legislator by the name Mr. Joseph Bonda came up with a question and threw it into the open and said, you know what? Are the local communities, are the local people, local villages who are staying along that highway, along that road, going to benefit from this national road project? Are they going to benefit? Are they going to enjoy any benefits from this project? Then there's a response given back to him. There's a reply given back to him by the Minister of Transport and Infrastructure Development, Mr. Felix Mona. And then he said to him, you know what? Yes, there are policies by the government of Zimbabwe. There are practical steps or practical ways that have already been undertaken by the government to guarantee that local people or local communities are supposed to participate in this project, or they are supposed to benefit from this project. This is what he said in response to this Wange East letter in Parliament, in the National Assembly last week. That you know what? Don't worry, don't panic, don't stress yourself, don't get frustrated for nothing, because the government of Zimbabwe, when it comes to this project, Bulawayo to Victoria Falls road maintenance, road engineering, road construction, the government of Zimbabwe has already undertaken steps, practical steps to guarantee that local people or local communities are supposed to participate in this project. They're supposed to benefit economically, socially, financially from this project through job opportunities, through employment opportunities, uh, through offering catering services to the 5 companies or the 5 contractors that are building this road. So when it comes to catering services, accommodation services, and other services that are needed by these 5 contractors or 5 companies that have been appointed by the government to work on this project, all this has to be sourced, or it has to be taken from those communities or from those people who are staying along that highway from Bulawayo to Victoria Falls. But now I want to tell you something very fascinating or interesting. Even the women, even the women from the local villages, local communities are also encouraged, are also expected to participate in this project through things like job opportunities, employment opportunities, offering catering services. You understand? So even the women have not been left out in this project. They are expected, they are anticipated to take a part, to play a greater role in this project, national road project from Bulawayo to Victoria Falls. So the women are encouraged by the government of Zimbabwe through what is called gender inclusion strategy that has been uh, designed, coined, and developed by the government of Zimbabwe to make sure that even the women are taking a part, they are playing a role in Zimbabwe's national projects, whether it's in mining or in tourism or in road projects or bridge projects, uh, in whatever sector of the country, the women, Zimbabwean girls, Zimbabwean ladies are also mandated, expected, anticipated to take a part, to play a role in all the projects that the government is doing or is working on. So women in Matabeleland province, women in Matabeleland region, they are expected through this policy, gender inclusion strategy, to make sure that they play a role even in this particular project to build or rebuild a road from Bulawayo to Victoria Falls. So this, I know this is good news to women in Bulawayo, women in Victoria Falls, or women along the local villages, along the local communities that are staying on that highway, on that road. This is good news to them, exciting, interesting news to them. So this is the policy of the government to ensure gender empowerment, to ensure gender equality, to ensure women empowerment in this country of Zimbabwe, Republic of Zimbabwe. Fine. So on this comment, as you're listening to me, what are your comments? What are your opinions or views based on what I've said? Especially on this one, whereby I said the government of Zimbabwe has have put itself in a position to ensure that women, they play a part, they play a greater role in this project, national road project from Bulawayo to Victoria Falls. The women from the local villages, the women from the local communities that are staying or domiciled along that highway from Bulawayo to Victoria Falls, they must play a role. So this is what the government is saying through their policies of gender inclusion, the policy of inclusive development, the policy of community development, the policy of women empowerment. So this is what the government is saying through the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development, through the words of Mr. Felix Mona. So what are your comments? What are your views? What are your opinions on what I've said? Drop, type, right in the comments box, in the comment section. I'm done talking. Peace out. See you on the next one. Sharp.